Good Monday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. Chilly this morning at your house. Isn't it chilly here, too? I had to don the flannel shirt, but things will turn around quickly during the day today. It looks like even though the satellite imagery is showing smoke in the sky across Michigan, looks pretty thin, and we're heading toward 80 degrees, so a lot warmer temperatures. Nothing too ominous as far as storms in the forecast for this week. One kind of diminishing cold front heading through the state midday on Wednesday. All right, we're going to start with the upper airflow, 15,000 feet up. It will show you the trough and the cold weather moving out, the ridge building, warmer weather. It'll show you another well-developed trough coming in early next week. So we'll start with that and then get on into the basics. Okay, so here's your upper airflow now. Good morning, Rita Coble. Good morning, Bill Bechamp. Stacy Nag, good morning. In Geneseville? I didn't know there was a Geneseville. Charles Bryan, good morning. And Larry Pusker and Carl Yo. So here's the little ridge that warms us up Tuesday, and then the front doesn't really do much to the upper airflow on Wednesday. And here's the next big weather maker that's coming in early next week. Everything's showing that, and then we go to just a general warmer than normal pattern. This is June 17th. Something like that would be warm, but not abnormally hot or something like that. Good morning, Diane Wood. Good morning, Carter. Okay, so there we have rain. It looks like tomorrow afternoon or evening on the UP northwest side of the state, northwest lower, and then midday Wednesday for southeast lower. So this is the radar forecast. Today is a great day. Dry. This is tomorrow noon. Still dry. UP getting in on some thunderstorms. This is tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9. This is 11 o'clock, midnight, early Wednesday morning, 2 a.m. So we're still dry on Tuesday for all of us. Now we pick up with this model. And dry today, dry all the way through tomorrow. This is 6 o'clock. Maybe some showers starting to show up around Traverse City tomorrow evening. Here's that line of thunderstorms along the cold front, but this is 2 in the morning. And this will be one that needs the instability, the heat of the day to be robust. And it's just the timing is not a robust timing. This is noon, 1 o'clock. That is the time when thunderstorms are the weakest along an instability-driven frontal system. So, by midday Wednesday, you get the showers into Grand Rapids and Mount Pleasant, Lansing, Saginaw, Flint, heading toward Ann Arbor and Detroit for Wednesday afternoon, where they could reinvigorate a little bit. Here's the next model, 6-hour rainfall totals, what you're seeing here. So notice the waning energy. Glenn Stevens, good morning. Doing the Mills Trophy race from Toledo to Put-in-Bay Friday night sailing. Will we have a breeze or an often typical drifter? Okay, well, we're there right now. Just a second here, Glenn Stevens. We'll take a look. So note 6-hour rainfall, over an inch in part of the UP. Then we go to Tuesday night, and the rainfalls come down. Traverse City, maybe a ½ inch to 3/4. Always needed in those sandy spots up in northwest lower Michigan. Now this is Wednesday midday. Note how it comes down to just a couple of tenths. And then as we go into Wednesday afternoon and evening, it flares up a little bit, 1/4 to a ½ inch. Ann Arbor, Kalamazoo, Jackson, Coldwater, Detroit area, southern part of the thumb. Out of the area on Thursday. This is Thursday morning into afternoon. Thursday afternoon into evening looks dry. And then on Friday, it looks like the thunderstorms creep back into southern Michigan. So this is Friday midday. And Glenn was asking about Toledo to Put-in-Bay. And right there, that's Friday morning into early afternoon. Now, this is way out there as far as an exact timing, but it generally looks like you're starting to get kind of on the stormy side and not a lot of wind. It looks like it would be probably easterly at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So this is Friday night, and then by Saturday morning, this is Saturday, and this is Sunday. So it appears as though a dry and pseudo-summery weekend coming up next weekend. Here's the European in its ensemble mode of total rainfall. This is the rain for Wednesday. West side of the state, heavier. Grand Rapids, the ensembles of 51 tweaks of the model say you'll get 6-7 of an inch, but it falters as it moves to the southeast, saying that Monroe, you only get 1/10 of an inch. And then as we go into Friday and Saturday, it adds on more rain in the southern part of the state. That's where Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Coldwater, Adrian, Kalamazoo maybe get into another inch of rain on some heavier thunderstorms. All right, here's what you've been waiting for, probably. Sorry. Temperatures. High temperatures today. We'll call it near 80 degrees in most places. And then Tuesday. Where are we at here? So Tuesday, well into the 80s, right? Wednesday, still in the 80s in the far southeast. Elsewhere in the 70s. So this really isn't a cold front, because look at Thursday, upper 70s to near 80 degrees in a lot of places. Some lake breezes keep the shorelines down to the low 70s. Friday in the 70s, unless you get into the thunderstorms in the south. Then the weekend, near 80 Saturday, near 80 Sunday. Let's just have fun and see if this is a permanent change to summer. And yes, it looks like it is. Wednesday, June 11th, 12th. And that's in response to, remember, that ridge that we saw building would put us into the 80s, and we would be off and running with summer weather. Climate Prediction Center kind of shows that in their extended forecasts to a certain degree. So 6 to 10 day forecast is about normal. 8 to 14 day forecast is about normal. And then the 3 to 4 week forecast for the last 2 weeks of June leans a little more heavily toward warmer than normal conditions, below normal precip, just on a slight chance of that. So really nothing too ominous this week. We get to finally hit the summer weather pattern. That will happen today. It'll happen in the next couple of hours. Should feel pretty nice. And no, we are in some marginal risks of severe weather, but I showed you those would probably overblown. Probably won't have to worry about that. So there you go. That's your morning weather update from me, Mark Torregrossa at MLive. And thanks for joining me. Have yourselves a great Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.